here's Burton. Fires from the line, and she hits the jump shot. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in this second quarter. Gustafson can't hit.
Those chances, usually they're 2 points for her. The D, I guess, did just enough to bother her.
Inside. And so she draws the foul on the shot. Trip to the line to shoot two. That one on Gustafson.
With the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
That's some old school defense. Just telling them no easy layups. As simple as that. And I like to see it.
Now here is Lloyd, covered by DeShields. Outside Young. They set the screen. Pass to Gustafson. 6 on the shot clock.
And Jackie Young went first overall back in 2019. And her transition to the W probably wasn't as smooth as she would have liked.
Yeah, had some ups and downs the first 3 years, but year 4, 2022, Young put it all together, an all-star and most improved player, a big part of that 2022 and 23 Aces title runs.
Pass to Parks. Now Nelson Adota. Stokes with the rebound. Jackie Young on the wing. 12 points for her. And that one's good. Gray.
You love to see a guard like Chelsea Gray take contact and still complete the play. That's toughness.
Burton. Gray defending. Here's Nelson Adota. And again, no good by Connecticut. And here are the Aces now. 18 points separating the teams, and that's the biggest lead of the game. Outside Lloyd. That's it, coming off an assist from Jackie Young.
Well, Lloyd loves to punish teams from downtown. She'll take that shot whenever she can.
Parks gets the bucket.
Well done to finish that one off.
Gustafson down low. Pass to Stokes. Gustafson. Banked in off the glass.
Very clever passing. She put that ball on a silver platter for her.
Out to the right wing. Pulls up. And she wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
That's a very low percentage shot, but it's the result they were looking for.
The shot from 20 feet. And the rebound goes to the Sun.
Would have been lucky to knock that shot down.
Coach has a look like, are you kidding me?
Here's DeShields. It's hauled in by Chelsea Gray. And it's the Aces with the ball. And stolen by Diamond DeShields. And the Sun pushing it up now. And here they go. There's the three. Kept alive. Pass to Burton. Young with the steal. Fast break, Las Vegas. Here's Lloyd. No good with the layup. Back to Gray. Now here's Gustafson. Out to the left wing. Just 5 on the clock. Offline with the three.
They can guarantee this is the last possession of the quarter if they hold on to it.
And I think that's probably what they'll do.
Down low. Lays it up and banks it in. Here's Parks. Over Lloyd. So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Aces ahead. They lead by 18. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Please direct your attention to center court.
Well, it's been a one-sided affair through the first 2 quarters, but there is plenty of time to mount a comeback. And, you know, Jackie Young, she's been exceptional here, guys.
Well, in terms of her points in the first half, that's pretty much what we've come to expect.
Which tells you really all you need to know about what a strong talent she is. I mean, I'm going to bet that she adds a lot more to her totals after the break.
Mabry misses.
Those have been some terrible shot choices, Blake. That was not good at all.
Here's Lloyd. Here's Wilson. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot, and will shoot 2 at the line.
So productive inside. Wilson is assertive down low and is always looking to make her mark.
So she picks up just 1 from the line that time.
And in 2023, A'ja Wilson won her 2nd straight Defensive Player of the Year.
I mean, with all that she does, we almost take Wilson's feat for granted at this point. She's got those 2 MVPs, the 2 championships, but A'ja led the WNBA in defensive rating in 2023. And Wilson is a player who controls the paint on both ends.
And a minute played as the second half gets going. Marina Mabry on the wing. It's stolen by Jackie Young. And she's all alone. Launches the 3. Good on the triple.
As a defense, you can't let that happen. You know, let Lloyd step into a jumper. Too deadly to allow the catch and shoot.
Now a timeout called by Connecticut. Allen with it. She's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And it goes on Cheyenne Parker-Tyus.
And this is her first free throw of the game.
Well, there's lots of ways you can build a team. But what do you think is the best route, Tim?
Well, optimally, you want to draft and develop. But that's tough to do because it's hard to find rookies and second-year players who have a major impact. So you need to have patience if you want to draft and develop.
Yeah, so I like the teams that make smart trades, whether it's taking in picks, cashing in for a star. Asset management is the name of the game.
Third quarter of play with just over 1.5 minutes gone by. Allen hits the 3-point bomb. Here's Gray. She's got 5. Here's Young. And she was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws for her.
And Jackie Young came into this league as a good passer, but she's taken it to a whole nother level.
Yeah, and as her scoring continues to improve, so does her playmaking. That makes her very difficult to defend with the ball in her hands. She's already fulfilled her immense potential.
Sheldon outside.
Lloyd comes with the double team. Marina Mabry for 3. The shot, no good.
You know, it has been a rough night for her, but you can't falter on that try.
Young shot's good.
Another for Young, and while she's a tremendous passer, when she starts scoring like this, it adds another dimension for her team.
Mabry up top. Looking to end her cold spell. It's hauled in by the Aces. Gray. She's covered by Allen. Back to Lloyd.
Pass to Parker-Tyus.
Young launches it. Hits it from 3-point range.
It's a pleasure to watch her work at that end of the floor.
Now here's Mabry. Guarded by Young. Mabry misses. Now here's Young. 19 points in the game. Lloyd. And again, it's Las Vegas.
And their lead gets even more enormous. They've played terrific basketball at both ends.
No doubt about it. I certainly can't think of an area where they've underperformed.
And neither can I.
So both teams making some changes here. They need this. And that's 2 points on the layup.
Great communication on the inbound play. She got into good position, and the pass was just right on time and on target.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. They get it again. Outside for Mabry. The second chance effort. And she drops in the layup off glass.
Just dropping it in the hoop. Mabry attacking with confidence in the paint.
Outside Hayes. Young, covered by DeShields. Back to Hayes. Fires for three. Endorf with the rebound. And so here's Connecticut. Here's Mabry. And good that time.
With her shooting touch, Marina Mabry a scoring threat from anywhere on the floor.
Jackie Young on the wing. Covered by DeShields. Here's Parker Tyus. Chelsea Gray for three. The Sun pull it in. Outside Mabry. Here's Sheldon. And so it looks like the Sun will retain possession here. And the Sun making a change here. Here's Mabry. She's got 12. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
This is the run they needed, and it's right when they needed it. They really couldn't afford, Brian, to wait any longer.
Yeah, but it's still a big hill to climb. It was essential that they at least made some kind of dent in the lead before we get to the fourth quarter.
Yeah, step by step here.
Now off the inbound, and it's laid up and in by Wilson.
And Wilson likes asserting her dominance inside, just brushing off the defense.
Ball stolen. This one for three. Gets a three-pointer to fall.
Look, most coaches prefer you drive the lane in transition, but the floor opened up for her out there, so I'm okay with her taking that. Yeah, she didn't punish them for the weak coverage that time, but they just can't count on her missing.
Absolutely, Brian. She's got to go right back to that shot.
Shoots it up. Mabry misses. And here are the Aces now. 16-point lead. Left side, Evans. From past the arc. A rebound by DeShields. And here are the Sun. Back to Mabry. From outside the arc. No good that time. Outside Hayes. Pass to Stokes. Evans. And the three ball is good. 2 on the clock. And she hits the jump shot.
They're looking a lot better now, but still a long ways to go to get all the way back into this.
Well, at least we can see the fire still burning, and I love to see that. And they haven't given up, but they picked it up at both ends, and they're on a nice run right now.
Yeah, at least, as you pointed out, at least they're still trying. They're still playing hard.
Well, through 3 quarters of play. And we welcome you back as we get going into the 4th quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. And Connecticut has possession, trailing by 17. Pass to Parks. Here's Nelson Adota. Up and in from the low block. Now Young. So she gets the whistle. Contact on the way up. 2 shots. Next.
Personal foul. First team.
Well, we can all agree on this. There is nothing quite like summer hoops in Vegas, as long as the AC is pumping.
Yeah, I mean, it was, 110, 115, get up there. But you got the 2K Summer League going on, the men's national team normally playing games, having a camp, tons of elite high school events. And, of course, Aces season in full swing.
So the whistle blows on the shot. 2 free throws for the contact there.
Now, guys, late in the game, you need a hoop. Who are you going to?
I'm going with Brianna Stewart. She's been huge in the finals. Plus, at her height, she's getting a good look almost every time.
All right, this is going to shock you, Brian and Blake, but I agree with Brian. I mean, we've seen Stewie win every title, and she steps up in those big moments. Well, she's never one of the taller players in the lane, but Lloyd's crafty moves help her get buckets down low.
A shot by Nelson Adota, no good. Stolen by DeShields. And the Sun pushing it up now. Pushing it up.
Nelson Adota.
Goes back up. And so she earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact. And
Second team foul.
And the first one drops.
For the away team, Olivia Nelson Adota. 2 shots.
He's off on the second.
Second foul. Number 51. Third personal foul. Second team foul.
Lloyd gets to the line pretty often for a guard. Lights out at the stripe.
A little over a minute of the 4th quarter gone now. And another miss by Las Vegas. And so here's Connecticut. 17-point game. It's Burton. Guarded by Young. Goes up at the stripe. Rebound by the Aces. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. Pass to DeShields. And again, no good by Connecticut. Tiffany Hayes on the wing. Unloads from 13 feet. Gustafson. It's good on the putback.
Those second chance points, they're just like bonus points if you can get them.
And the Sun call time here.
Yeah, I think the head coach saw too many easy buckets coming from inside and wanted to put a stop to it.
I would think so. I would think so. If they keep giving up the kind of easy looks inside that they have been, they're in big trouble, Tim.
And they've got to change something up. We'll see what they do.
All alone. That one goes in. Stolen by Tina Charles. From deep. It's in, and she's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Don't underestimate Charles's playmaking ability. She's capable of making some advanced passes.
Bangs home the trifecta.
Boy, not too much respect shown to her by the defenders.
Out to Lloyd. Stolen by DeShields. 2 on none. No one back to stop it. Here's Burton. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. To the paint. Here's Young. That's in, and she's 7 of 12 now for the game.
In transition, Young has fantastic finishing ability. A nose for the bucket, looks to run.
And just about 3 minutes through the fourth and final quarter here. Pass to Nelson Ododa. Out of bounds, Sun ball as Connecticut keeps possession. Tina Charles for three. Lloyd grabs the board.
Personally, I am shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. She makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Three-pointer Jackie Young connects from three-point range.
Oh, yeah. You can see the vision. It's excellent for Kate Evans.
To the wing, right side. And again, Connecticut no good.
As a player, you always want to be able to answer back, but she just didn't have it in her right there.
And they're one away from being in the penalty.
They're going to have to be cautious from now on because the next one puts them on the line.
Those free throws can really add up.
Now here's Gustafson.
Defense is right there, and that one good.
Well, offensively, Brian, they've been really special.
Yeah, you nailed it, Tim. No matter what the defense has thrown at them, they've just kept piling up the points.
And more points.
A big group substitution here for Connecticut. Here's Mabry. Misses off the left iron.
Yeah, and ever since halftime, she's been ice cold. Very little going her way out there.
From the baseline, Young's shot is off.
But he got away with a major lapse there.
Pass to Allen. And so it looks like the Sun will retain possession here. Here's Mabry.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Indoor fall. Shot to stop the run. And a foul called on the shot. Got her on the way up that time, so she'll shoot two.
Foul. Third team foul.
That one's off.
At the line for the away team. Asco indoor foul.
And she's good on the second.
Not as productive of a trip to the line as she'd have liked. They really need all their free throws to go down at this point.
Young.
And that one coming off an assist by Cheyenne Parker-Tyus.
And with that basket, you'd have to think this lead is safe.
I don't know if I'd call it 100% secure, but at least 98%.
I'll go 99.2.
And she banks in the layup.
Keeping Young out of the paint has to be a focus for this defense. She is so effective near the rim.
And here's Connecticut. And the half-court bomb falls off target. And Chelsea Gray, here we go. And she uses the glass on the layup.
Intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
And here's Sheldon.
And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court. Stolen by Tina Charles. Here's Allen. Second chance shot.
Sheldon misses.
And here are the aces now. Here's Young. And she battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
Crash the boards with purpose right there. Some hard-earned second chance points.
And out of bounds, the aces will take it.
Substitution for your aces. Queen Egbo.
Now the aces with it.
Tiffany Hayes.
Here's Young. So she gets the whistle. Contact on the way up. 2 shots. That's on Marina Mabry.
With foul drawn by Young, it's hard to keep her in front of you, and that opens up so much more of her game.
Now here's Allen. She's guarded by Hayes. Out of bounds, it'll be Aces ball.
Now into the lineup for Las Vegas. Number 11, Dana Evans.
Left side, Young. Sinks the triple.
Terrific run to put this ball game away.
And now let's see just how much longer they keep that foot on the accelerator.
They got to keep it on the accelerator to the finish line.
That falls. Nice feed that time from Dana Evans.
Love the pass from Evans. Has a strong feel for when to dish it.
Allen's shot is off. And stolen by Mabry.
Sheldon.
And again, no good by Connecticut. And the Aces call time here. Guys, what do you think?
Yeah, this might be a timeout just so they can pat each other on the back. Not really any other reason to call it.
Maybe they're just playing it real safe, making sure they don't make any last-minute mistakes here.
Yeah, maybe.
And stolen by Mabry. So it's the Aces winning this one easily. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you just have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it. We saw the excellent defense, a potent offensive effort, and they were pretty much dominant.
And that's a wrap, everyone.
Crack a smile just to show the diamonds. From the corner to another continent. Got a baby daddy, I don't want it. Need a Nike deal, how I'm running. He can't come to the A, he on punishment. Catch that boy out of place, we gon' him. Take his chain and his watch on some funny. Brody ready to crash on some dummy. Gotta f me for free, ain't no money. I been on some lady. I been off a jet with some. We had
in NBA 2K25.
no one can get next to me, so they gotta put orders in. Try my best to act like I didn't care, but I can't hold it in. And I'm not in the losing, I go hard as I can go to win. I'm back going hard again, I'm shutting down my heart again. No one can get next to me, so they gotta put orders in. Try my best to act like I didn't care, but I can't hold it in. And I'm not in the losing, I go hard as I can go to win. I go hard as I can go to win. I go hard as I can go to win. Hard as I can go to win. Hard as I can go to win.
Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. Brian Anderson here. With me tonight are analysts Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. We've got the Boston Celtics facing the New Orleans Pelicans. Looking at the starting five for Boston. And it's Kuzi in at the one. Here's Bird. Rebound collected by Anthony Davis.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
Pass to Havlicek. Beyond the arc. Tries again, and he sinks the layup.
Wow, he really fires up his team with his ability to extend possessions.
Here's Davis. Here's Mashburn. Davis, that's good.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Here's Bird. Off offline from the top of the key. Bird's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Oh, it's stolen. Here's Havlicek to the left side wing. Pierce drills it from deep.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
And so it's Paul who brings up the ball for the New Orleans Pelicans. And the basket by West.
Few create shots as easily as Paul does for his teammates. He is just a great setup guy.
Bird, that's good.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
It's intercepted. Ooh, it's stolen away. In transition, here they come. And then Davis punches it home.
Just rising up to the rim.
Man, when he gets up there, he gets up there. You know what I'm saying? And the first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Pass to Pierce.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
Personal foul.
Here's New Orleans now. Stolen. Now the Celtics on the move. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Boston.
From the very start of this game, they have been giving the ball handlers trouble, using good pressure to force turnovers and get steals.
And also their pressure defense is paying dividends tonight, turning them over and getting out in the open floor and running.
And it's Bird missing.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistent.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
And New Orleans making a change here. Holiday is checked in.
Substitution on the
Pelicans trail by 3. Outside Paul. On the wing, Holiday to the paint. Here's Davis. And Davis slams it home.
Ooh, when the brow gets up, you better get out the way. There's not many people with that length and that athleticism.
Pass to Bird. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Bird's gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
Woo, just selling the defense on the pump fake.
Right side Davis. Now here's Paul. He's closely guarded. And there's the rejection. Pass to Kuzi. Here's Bird. Tipped away. Now the Pelicans in transition. Here's Holiday. And he lays it up and in.
I respect how hard Davis works to involve his team. Doesn't want this game to be a one-man show.
Davis on the double team. To the wing on the left. Here's McHale. That three's off the mark. The Pelicans trail. Now Paul. Fires from deep. Buries it from 3.
From deep. Paul doesn't hold back when pulling the trigger, especially when he sees the chance.
Count it.
That's a guy you want taking shots. A quality offensive player.
Here's Paul. And it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
1:19 left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Havlicek. Holiday grabs the miss. And it's Paul off the drive. Boston with a rebound. He got him. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul. All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for New Orleans?
The ball movement has been outstanding so far. They've come out of the gate looking for that extra pass.
You know, another thing that has impressed me has been their numbers of points in the paint, just dominating down there. They're just getting whatever shot they want in close.
Williamson's checked in for New Orleans. Brandon Ingram comes in for Paul. And the Celtics in possession here. After the basket by New Orleans. Garnett no good. Tatum against Ingram. To the inside. Davis.
He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for it.
Tatum against Ingram. Fires the three. And it's Tatum with the three.
That was a beautiful screen set there. And look, Tatum, he'll take care of the rest.
Here's Holiday. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Holiday's got his second basket.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Here's Garnett. Ooh, a two-handed power slam.
And they keep trading punches. Both teams in a groove early.
You have to think at this point the winner will be the one to settle in on defense.
Tatum from long range. Knocks it loose. And they get it back. Here's Havlicek. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's Anthony Davis making things happen for the New Orleans Pelicans. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And looking at what we've seen from New Orleans, what do you guys think?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too.
Taking a look at the Celtics. We've got Jason Tatum, and it's Garnett in at the 4. Pass to Ingram. Here's Williamson. Oh, and the big finish by Williamson.
And nice muscle from Williamson, accepting the hit and finding a way to finish.
New Orleans shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Havlicek. No made baskets yet. Down low. Here's Garnett. Second shot opportunity. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
Boston shooting their second and third shots at the line here. So both teams changing it up here. He hits the second from the line. The Pelicans lead by 4. Here's Davis. Misses the layup. Here's Havlicek. He's covered by Holiday. The 3 is up. Rebounded by Cousins. On the wing, Holiday. He's guarded by White. Holiday passes to Davis. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. He's off on the first.
At the line for your
And he sinks the second. Celtics trail by 5. Pass to Garnett. And stolen by Williamson. Inside. Some room here for Cousins. Davis with it. Now guarded by White. And finished off by Davis.
And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
Offensive rebounding is about hustle and determination. Huge putback, making a statement there.
So Boston ends up going with a new group. Boston on offense. They trail by 7. Deflects the pass. And it's the Pelicans on the break. Second quarter here, just over a minute and a half played. Allen against Holiday. Back to Davis. 5 to shoot. And the basket by Holiday. And it's a 9-point New Orleans lead.
Yeah, good execution in close. Holiday likes mixing things up and finishing from this area.
Here's Bird. He has 7. Allen can't get it to go. And Holiday, here we go. Davis finds Holiday. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Celtics trail by 9. Here's Bird. And that one goes. 4 for 7 for him so far.
Taking people to school with moves like that.
And the Pelicans call time here. Anthony Davis, he's checked in for New Orleans. Chris Paul comes in for Drew Holiday. And so it's Paul who brings up the ball for New Orleans. Outside Davis. Back to Paul. The 3-ball. And again, New Orleans no good. Paul's gone just 2 of 6 shooting. 33%. And now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter here. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
And he missed there. 4 for 8 shooting now so far.
And that puts them just 1 foul from the bonus.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Third team foul. Checking in for the Celtics, Robert Parrish, Kevin Garnett, Paul Pierce.
New Orleans leading by 6. Here's Paul. And in 7 attempts, he's drained 3.
Wow, even against contact, defense does all they can to stop Paul inside, and he still slips by them.
Here's Kuzi. He's guarded by Paul. Stolen by Davis. Out left to the wing. Pass to Williamson. The 3. Look at Zion showcasing the range.
The jump shot is a work in progress for Williamson, but he's willing to put in the work.
Here's Pierce. Checked by Davis. Again, the miss by Boston. Oh, swiped away. Here we go. Here's Bird. And a miss there on the triple. And there's 1:45 left to play in the first half.
With as much defensive attention as AD gets, those passing lanes will be open for him, and those are the passes he needs to make.
Here's Bird. 9 points in the game. Shot to stop the run, and he lays it in. Bird's got 4 points this quarter.
No settling for an outside shot there. They went right to the hoop.
He got a piece of it, and they're able to recover. Another steal. And here we go, the Celtics on the run. From down in the low post, it goes. Bird's got 13.
Coaches love those hit-ahead passes, advancing the ball as quickly as possible.
Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. Here's Mashburn, outside for Davis. Just 5 to shoot. Davis misses. Celtics trail by 9. Kuzi, pass to Garnett. Here's Pierce. Stolen by Davis. Another steal. Here's Parrish. And it's blocked by Davis.
Too much this, too much that, too much length from AD. Get that out of here.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
And these will be his second and third shots at the line here. Ingram's checked in for New Orleans. Wesley comes in for Davis. Boston on offense. 11-point game. Here's Williamson, and there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, the physical abilities of Zion are truly next level. His build, his strength, I mean, it makes him difficult to defend and totally unique.
Taking 2 shots.
Williamson hits them both. Celtics trail by 13. Here's Bird, and he slams it in one-handed.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. Williamson passes to Paul. Pass to Davis. And the Pelicans miss again. And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. Getting lots of great looks, shooting it well. That's why they're up. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. We've got Davis. Davis out there with Chris Paul. And it's Mashburn in at the 3 slot. That's the Pelicans 5. Pass to Pierce. Here's Bird. And the basket good. A bank shot that time. Bird's got 17.
And you can expect him to make it when the D is trash like that.
They double team Paul. Here's West. Hey, from beyond the arc. The putback. Ferocious work on the boards by Davis.
Look at how competitive Davis gets on the glass. He just knows how valuable those second chance shots are.
Here's Kuzi. He's guarded by Paul. Here's Bird. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Here's Davis. Davis going to work in the paint.
He can dominate, beat you up in so many ways, and Davis is giving that D. He's giving them problems tonight.
Paul with a steal. Finished off the break. He's got 9.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Here's Cowens. Drops in the layup for 2. 90 seconds into the second half now. Here's West. Here's Davis. Cowens grabs the board. Cowens has got 4 rebounds now. Here's Bird. Shot from 12. Rebounded by West. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Kuzi, the pass to Havlicek. Over to the left wing. Over to the wing. Here's Pierce. Drives to the hoop. And there it is for him.
If the defense lets him inside, he will not hesitate. He'll gladly drop that thing right in the cup.
Here's Mashburn. And the shot goes.
Even with the score as it is, he just keeps coming at you.
Celtics trail by 13. Kuzi, pass to Cowens. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively. When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
New Orleans calls timeout. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Outside Davis. On the take. And Havlicek pulls it down.
That's just the bucket like you expect him to make. It's tough when you miss that.
And it's blocked by Davis. Here's a 3 from Paul. Good. That's his 5th bucket in 9 attempts.
Just simply automatic. Once that ball is in Paul's hands, he is ready to fire off a shot.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Well, in today's high-scoring NBA, every position has to be a threat. All-star Donovan Mitchell said, "We're getting away from the point guards who are just floor generals. It's passing and scoring that you're starting to see, and your level of scoring allows you to be a better playmaker. Teams have to respect that."
No doubt, Allie. Thank you. Here's Bird. Following the score by New Orleans. Rebounded by West. West has got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Davis. Deflected. Pass to Pierce. Mashburn grabs the miss. The Pelicans lead by 15. And this is his second trip to the line tonight. Holiday's checked in for New Orleans. Here's Bird. He's covered by Holiday. Pass to Cowens. Here's McHale. Here's Bird. Again, the miss by Boston. Bird's gone just 1 for 4 from deep. Left side Davis. Outside Paul. Blocked! Here's Havlicek. He's covered by Holiday. And he gets the friendly roll as that one goes. Havlicek's got his first 2 points of the night. AD off the bounce. And Davis slams it home.
And he is one of the most mobile bigs in the league, maybe. Of all time, Davis is a real threat on the drive.
1:16 left in the third, and they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court.
We've seen more than a few miscues from them tonight.
And if they want to come back in this game, look, they got to clean up those mistakes.
Here's Paul, and the shot is good on the assist by Holiday. Paul's got 9 points now in the second half.
Sometimes you just got to do it yourself. Chris Paul calling his own number.
Bird. He can't hit that time. The Pelicans lead by 16. Count it. Now 8 for 13 with that basket.
They're making it look easy out there, just having fun.
Man, their offense is clicking. Players, coaches, everybody, they are in sync.
And it's Bird missing.
The one thing he and his coach have in common, they'll both have nightmares about this quarter. Yikes.
Davis can't hit.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
Yes, it's good.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Havlicek passes to Garnett, and he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
Love to see him inside passing like this, as well as guys being on the same page.
Pass to Williamson. Back to Paul. Takes a three. That one no good. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. The Pelicans on top. They lead by 8. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. So the Celtics 5 right now. And it's McHale in at the 5.
Yeah, rolling with purpose after setting the pick. Zion's terrific at recognizing how to score in these sets.
Fades. Yeah, that one's good.
I know he was wide open, but that fadeaway was cash.
Holiday doubled up. Here's ball. It's rebounded by McHale. All right, well, a look at how the hustle game has been going for New Orleans.
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
And we also got to talk about the number of points they've scored in transition, just jumping all over the opposition in this regard.
And it's blocked by Davis. And here's the fast break. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute played. Misses in close. Celtics trail by 17. To the middle. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Pelicans. Some changes for New Orleans. Ingram's checked in for Zion Williamson, and it's Wesley in for Drew Holiday. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for New Orleans. They led the game at 1 point by 20. And the shot goes down. And New Orleans leads by 19.
Crafty move to shake off the defender. Ball knew just what he was doing there.
And Boston calls time here. The Celtics on offense. Here's Garnett. Again, the miss by Boston. The Pelicans lead by 19. Ball outside. Crafty move. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Ingram. Ingram's got 3 assists tonight. With the fadeaway. Uses the glass that time. It's good. Garnett's got 4 points this quarter.
You have to appreciate guys who can work the mid-range area. It's clearly how you keep defenses honest.
And when we talk about the numbers, the analytics for great shooters like him, pretty much any shot is a good shot.
Since half, there's been a stark contrast between these teams. I'm talking about efficiency at the offensive end.
And start with their defense. They've been intense on that end, and they can actually help their offense as well.
Here's Garnett. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Davis has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Outside for Ingram. With the drive. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
With those long strides, Ingram eats up space in a hurry. The defense is just a little late.
And the second free throw is good. Fourth quarter play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It goes on Chris Paul. No good on the free throw. And New Orleans making a change here. Good on the second one. The Pelicans lead by 21. Steps back. Boston with a rebound. Here's Sharman. Rebounded by West. West has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Down low. Intercepted. Going all the way to the rack. And Paul gets it to go. Paul's got 20.
So clever and decisive in transition. Paul is fantastic at keeping defenders guessing and off balance.
Here's Parrish. Shoots over Davis. And off the front iron, and in it goes.
He really hooked the defender with that pump fake. It worked to perfection.
Now here's Paul. Pass to Davis. To the left wing. Ball stolen. Here's Garnett. We played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Yep, that one goes.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
Timeout called, the Pelicans. And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Anthony Davis.
I mean, come on. His offensive focus was just second to none in this game. really found his rhythm early and didn't give the defense a chance at all.
Well, you can bet he knows what kind of challenge it is taking on the defending champs. He brought it all to the table tonight. He didn't hold anything back, getting them the win.
Maybe they've been going to him a little too much. Now, he's having a great game, but his team is losing, and that is all that matters.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throat now.
Bird passes to Kuzi. Here's Bird. There's the three. From deep. Got a hand on it. And that'll be Boston's ball as it goes out of bounds. Celtics able to keep possession here. Shot clock at 6. It's stolen. Davis down low. It falls. 5 for 11 in the game. There's a minute 26 left in the fourth. And out of bounds, the Pelicans will take it. And it's a completely new group for the Pelicans.
Substitution on the court.
1:21 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Now here's Cousins. The D's right on him. Outside Ingram. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
The length of Ingram poses issues for defenders, which is why he gets fouled a lot.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. And Boston has possession. To the inside. Here's Bird. And the shot's good. Here's Ball. 56 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Fires the three. Rebounded by the Celtics. Pass to Pierce. This one for 3. Can't hit that one.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Ball surveys the floor. Driving in. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ball. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Bird. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It'll be on Zion Williamson.
Shooting for Boston.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Ball passes to Wesley. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball. And New Orleans leads by 21.
Such a good facilitator. Ball has nice touch on that pass.
Cousins finds Ball. The three-pointer off the mark. Here's McHale. And so it's the Pelicans taking care of business in this one. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.
And I'm sure their fans appreciated it too. We saw the outstanding defense and a loaded offensive effort, and they were just dominant out there.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Grant Hill, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And let's reveal our player of the game, Anthony Davis.